9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Liftoff. Just cleared the tower.
Echo 60 down range.
Stage 1 props nominal. Power and telemetry nominal.
All telemetry stations are receiving.
You're looking at the Falcon 9 rocket as it ascends through the atmosphere, carrying the SAOCOM 1A satellite to low Earth orbit.
Vehicle supersonic.
Right now, the vehicle is passing through max Q, which is the point of maximum aerodynamic pressure on the airframe. The vehicle actually throttles itself down for this portion of the flight in order to reduce structural stresses.
Altitude 30 kilometers.
For those of you just joining us, we did have a successful liftoff from the pad at Vandenberg Air Force Base at 7:21 p.m., just as expected. Coming up at T plus 2 minutes and 19 seconds, we're going to have a series of 5 events happening all very, very quickly together. That's going to be main engine cutoff, stage separation, second engine start, boost back burn start, and fairing deploy. It's going to happen really fast, so let's watch the views we have on your screen.
100.
Coming up in about 10 seconds.
Nico.
And there you have it. We had a successful main engine cutoff and then a good stage separation of that first stage. You can see the second stage Merlin vacuum engine lighting up right now, heating up and preparing to boost that payload the rest of the way and towards its intended orbit.
Stage 1 boost back is started.
Should see that fairing deploy on the right-hand side of your screen right now. And there it is. Good fairing deploy.
Fairing separation confirmed.
So right now, what you can see is 2 separate views. On the left-hand side of your screen, you can see the that's a view from the top of the first stage of the Falcon 9, currently executing a boost back burn. This is a shot from the ground as we can see it here in California. And on the right-hand side of your screen, you can see the bottom of the second stage as its Merlin vacuum engine continues to push that SAOCOM 1A satellite into low Earth orbit.
Stage 1 boost back is shut down.
That second stage will continue burning its Merlin 1 vacuum engine all the way until 10 minutes into flight.
Ascend trajectory nominal.
What you're seeing on the left-hand side of your screen is a beautiful shot from the ground in California of the exhaust gases of that first stage. Viewers in California may be able to see this from outside. You can see the grid fins on the side of the rocket have extended. Those puffs of gas coming from the rocket that you can see from the ground are the reaction control system on that first stage as it maintains its attitude coming back down towards the pad. The boost back burn is now complete from that first stage. The next thing coming up at 5 minutes and 56 seconds will be the start of the entry burn. This entry burn happens just as the first stage hits the thicker regions of the atmosphere, so it can slow itself down and avoid damage to those 9 Merlin engines, which are entering first into the atmosphere. You can see periodic bursts from those cold gas thrusters on the side of the first stage. So for those of you just joining us, we are currently following the first stage as it heads back towards the LZ-4 at Vandenberg Air Force Base on the left-hand side of your screen, and on the right is the second stage of the rocket as it continues to ascend towards low Earth orbit. There it is. That's the start of the entry burn of that Falcon 9 first stage. This burn is only about 30 seconds. Right now, that first stage is mostly empty of fuel, so it's actually pretty light. Doesn't need that much force to slow it down.
Stage 1, entry burn, shutdown.
And that looks like the shutdown of the entry burn. You're getting views both from the top of the Falcon 9 first stage as it comes down through the air, and also from the ground, visible from California.
Stage 1 FTS is safe.